out early this morning. Well, one of us are. The other one is home, still taking a nap. Had a pre-surgical appointment this morning at 7:15. Who does that? 7:15 an appointment. Anyway, had a conversation with my friend down along the river last night. We was talking about this place where we fish here. Or once in a while we have. We haven't been here in a while. And there's a reason. We got talking about this little dredge operation they have going. And yeah, I found it interesting. Didn't think much more than that. But we got talking about that. And it's kind of interesting. So I thought I'd stop in here and get some video. Now I'm waiting until the Walmart pharmacy opens at 9 o'clock. Got a little while to do, so we're going to do a quick video on this dredge operation here at Wildcat Park, as it's called. And kill some time, maybe see something a little bit interesting. It might be interesting to more than just he and I. So anyway, we've fished here, make sure that wasn't a snake, fished here at the river. You can see somebody else does too, and left their trash. That disgusts me. Anyway, what we have here, we got the dam right down there where the tree is. It's been there since winter. The city water intake's there. Now that dam acts as a big sand trap, silt, sand, stone, whatever. And over there, let's see if we can zoom in a little bit here, is a dredge. I don't know that anybody gets on it and operates it. I'm not sure if it's remote control, robotic, or what. That's the best view I can get of it. It's tied up over there. And the intakes is there. What they do have is a couple of cables running across the water here. I wonder what that big piece of I-beam was doing sticking out of the ground there all this time. Now I see, I've never been down here when the dredge was set up. Won't be able to get it on camera, but from the dredge over to there where the other cables hook, or where the other end of these cables are, there's a cable running down through there. But we got a couple of cables running across here. Excuse me, all the way across. And this dredge runs around out here. Now where those buoys are, those orange buoys, is the, what would you call that? The tailings line? The pumps, whatever it picks up. We all can see the hose, the pipe, down to about there. So it's pretty shallow. Like I said, this thing collects a lot of debris. Sediment and stuff washes down. We've had a lot of rain this year, and this water's flowed pretty good. I've done some videos on it. I can actually see the line under the water pretty much all the way across. So it's really shallow right now. Now I've cast out here before, maybe a couple of feet deep, so it fills in. But anyway, they dredge this out with that dredge over there. Let's see if we can gently. And they dredge it out for the intakes. I guess make sure we got good deep water there and all through here. Flows up through the tailings line. Bear with me here. We'll get up there. Boy, a lot to do. I'm soaking wet from the ankles down already. Anyway, it pumps out in here. You can see they've They got a little bit of overspill here. Pumps up into there. There's a couple of drain plugs. They look like they're clogged up now. A couple of drains that run back down to the river there. And all these tailings come up here, and they run an end loader down through here, scoop it out, pile it up over there. Then when they get enough, or whenever they see that they need to do that, they'll bring trucks in and haul that off. See if we can get a little bit better look at this. But yeah, there's one reason why we haven't fished here since they quit pouring the rain all spring and half the summer. The buoys and the dredge and everything's been in place here. And we've just not come fishing here for that. But anyway, they run an end loader down in there, scoop the tailings out, pile it up here. And eventually, at whatever point they decide, they load it up and start hauling it away. Backhoe, bobcats, I don't know, something with the bucket on the front, whatever they use. A lot of sand, a lot of gravel. So this is limestone country. This is, I'm 5'9", this at highest is probably about 6'2", 6'4", something like that. Pretty good pile. So they've been working on this a while. And from the looks of being able to see that tailings pipe there, they got a ways to go still. So we haven't been fishing here. You can see how shallow that is. Okay, right up there is another big I-beam with cable, so that must be their up and down river boundaries that stays in. And like I said, I don't know if it's robotic, remote control, or what. Or it just runs around in there like a Roomba, who knows. But I've never seen anybody manning the actual dredge itself. But it's interesting. But yeah, got a pretty good pile of stuff that they've taken out of there. And like I said, this is kind of interesting to me, and I didn't think about it being interesting to anybody else till I talked to him. And but their water drains are plugged up, but they pump it up into here, scoop it up, pile it up, and then eventually haul it away. But that's why we haven't been here this summer. They've had their rig set up pretty much all summer since the heavy rains quit. Now, as far as rain goes here this year, it poured all spring, and it poured rain up into the first part of June. Yeah, we didn't get out fishing anywhere for a while because of that. It was really hit and miss, mostly miss, or mostly hit, the rain. But this is that operation. And I see they're going to be here for a while from the looks of it, so we'll kind of scratch this off the list. So just like I said, kind of looking this over a little bit closer, and I don't know what they do with this stuff. Some pretty good aggregate for different things. Sand and small gravel, river gravel, creek gravel, whatever you want to call it. But anyway, that's the reason why we haven't been here. Is they've had their dredge rig set up for pretty much the whole summer. You know, like I said, when the water stopped that rage and running like we've had on some videos this year, that's been set up, so you really can't get in here and do much. All right, folks, stay with us. We'll be back. Oh, and by the way, I said pre-surgical screening, whatever they called that mess this morning. They had me there at 7:15 for. Just got an upper GI scope. Had stomach problems since the chemo. We're going to look into it. I still got stomach problems. Last video on the lake, I chugged Malox, Milana, whatever that stuff is. You know, ask her if she had a measuring cup with her. Nope. Drink it straight, drink it straight. And that's why I prefer it, but she usually frowns on such a thing. But anyway, got some what they call precancerous cells in the esophagus, and I knew that was a possibility. My goodness, that road's busy. Before they started the chemo, they said it was going to be radiating so close to the esophagus and stuff there that was a possibility that might cause something down the road, and that's fine. You know, that's down the road. That was then. I had cancer, and we stopped it. But there's some side effects that could cause some issues later down the road. And time is everything. It's only about time and nothing more. All right, folks, stay with us. We got more to come. I do want to say that we do not have any trips planned this weekend. Do not. That's not to say we might not to say we won't find ourselves out on some water somewhere, but we don't have any hard plans of being out anywhere. And I think that's my daughter in the red Jeep back there. So we don't have any hard plans, but we've got some errands we need to get done and run and everything. And that is my daughter coming in. Be right back. Yep, that was my daughter checking on me, seeing what I was doing down in here. Can't make a move. But nah, just making sure everything is all right. Like I said, school drop off, where little Miss Abby goes. If we get into that pickup crowd of the afternoons when we pick her up during the week. But yeah, anyway, there's a quick look at that, why we haven't been here, and a look at that operation. But anyway, that scope deal, they're going to look at those precancerous cells, check the stomach, see why I'm still producing gallons of acid. And I don't know what we can do about it. We've tried everything, we just ain't got there yet. There she goes. Yep, well on her way to work. So anyway, folks, like I said, we don't have any hard plans of getting out on the boat. If we find ourselves the opportunity, we'll be there. We got some chores and errands we got to tend to. Everyday things like go buy groceries, got a little maintenance due on this thing. Our weather's breaking. We're supposed to be in the 70s the rest of the week and weekend. Now, I've put off building that new cover frame due to the heat because we was in the low to mid 90s. Well, that massive heat and humidity's broke, so I'd like to get on that here in the next few days also. So until then, everybody, we'll see you next time. All right, since we got to go to Wally World here, what trip wouldn't be complete without looking through the fish and stuff? So she got some split shots the other day and grabbed the wrong ones. My light's on. Hold on. Okay. That was left over from fishing the other night. She wanted the wing ones here. Easy open. See about getting her some of those. I could use some more of those. I need some real small treble hooks. I had a bunch that Crackhead stole a couple of years or so ago, and I've not found any since to replace with.